Guys, this is my Patriots versus Eagles preview. Repping the Pats hat for the first time in a while. To be honest, I didn't really know where it was, but yeah, I found it, so I'm gonna be wearing that now. Yeah, the game is tomorrow. It's a late preview video from me. Usually I do it Thursday or Friday, but just been quite busy. But I did think about not even doing it, but I wanted to make sure I did do it and put it up on YouTube. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to the game just because I think I think every game could be a trap game, and I don't like it when everyone's been writing off the Eagles so much that it's one of those games where you'd expect us to win very easily, but it could be one of those surprise games where it's really close. So I do think we're going to win, and I do think we're going to win comfortably. But especially now that off the back of the first loss, it is still a bit it's just feeling a bit weird basically this match, because we've lost one now. It's one of those where you just want to bounce back and get a win as soon as you can, so you never fall into any sense of basically just having any games slip away now, because we want to win out basically from here on and wrap up the #1 seed as well in the playoffs. So yeah, I think it's going to be a really good game. We should get quite a few of our injured players back, like Danny Amendola and Jamie Collins, which is huge, especially Jamie Collins on defense, because it just showed, I think last week against the Broncos, with Dante Hightower playing, we'd given up 15 rushes for 43 yards, and then when he got injured, they rushed for another 15 rushes for like 173 yards. So that is just a humongous difference with one player. So you put those two back in, and then there'll be no Jonathan Freeney on the field. Gerard Mayo has stepped up really big in the last couple of weeks. Started to finally recover from the injury he had and look back to the old Gerard Mayo we know. So that's great news. If he can get back to somewhere near his best with the two young studs, with Jamie Collins and Dante Hightower, to me that's the best linebacking core in the NFL. I know Carolina's is amazing, but I'm saying they have the best duo. But if we get Gerard Mayo back somewhere near his best, I think as a third linebacker he's better than what Carolina would have, or anyone else for that matter. So yeah, and obviously the defense in general has just been amazing this season. Sam Bradford should be playing, so that's better for the Eagles than if it was Mark Sanchez, put it that way. But it's his first game back from injury, and he's all you have to do with Sam Bradford is pressure him, hit him a few times, and it'll just unsettle him. So, and their receiving core this year for the Eagles is, I haven't seen many of their games, but they just look like a really, on paper, obviously there's been a lot of scrutiny with what Chip Kelly did, the players he brought in that didn't fit the system, and that's shown 100%. He's just got players who shouldn't be playing for the Eagles because they just don't fit the system. Their defense the last few weeks has been an absolute mess. Their defensive line's pretty solid. Their linebackers are whatever, and their corners have just been really bad, especially Byron Maxwell, who they gave like $63 million to in the offseason. He's just been really bad. And they've given up the most touchdowns to receivers of any team. So Brandon LaFell hopefully should have a big game. Amendola as well, and obviously hopefully Scott Chandler, with Gronk being ruled out for this weekend. Hopefully Scott Chandler can get more involved in the offense. Obviously, as long as we've got Tom, he's gonna put up points, especially at home. We should put up more than enough points to beat them. So yeah, I think we'll win. I made a prediction in my picks video, so I'm not gonna make another one. But yeah, I think it's definitely going to be back on track. And then after that, we've got the Sunday Night Football game against the Houston Texans, who the last few weeks have been amazing. Their defense is one of the best, mainly because of JJ Watt. So that's going to be a huge challenge facing JJ Watt. But yeah, hopefully we get the win this week, get back on the winning track, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and see you soon.